Hi there. Okay, today we're going to look at how we can use askKira to help us with letter writing within school in a couple of different scenarios. So first of all, we press create chat to open a new chat, and askKira, as the UK's first AI education assistant and coach, we talk to it in the same way that we would talk to a colleague. So wake it up by saying, hi, Kira, and Kira knows that it's morning here at the moment, and asks me how's the day's treating me so far. And we talk to it and interact with it in exactly the same way we would talk to it or interact with somebody in the staff room. And always good to be polite to your AI education assistant. So I could do with some help though. Writing, drafting a letter to a parent. And Kira will interact with us immediately and prompt different subjects for the letter. So it's about the child's behaviour. The child made a great start to the year. What has been struggling to regulate their behaviour recently, and I would like to meet with parents to get back on track. Please, could you write me an example? And Kira has been programmed as an AI education assistant and coach. And at askKira, we believe that AI is really powerful and will be an amazing tool as long as it's used as augmented intelligence rather than artificial intelligence. And it's super important that it's guided by a trained professional, teacher, teaching assistant, pastoral mentor, learning mentor, or member of SLT. So Kira will help us to produce a template that we can personalize. And Kira's been programmed by 103 people working in the English education system, and it knows the sort of way that we would talk if we were to write a letter to parents. So it starts talking about the brilliant start that the child has made, showcasing the different examples of great start, and talks about challenges rather than bad behaviour. And it talks about supporting the child's need, and it talks about collaboration and thriving and getting back on track. And that's very different from other large language models because they will ordinarily write in a way that's quite easy to spot as an AI. And askKira has been programmed in such a way, because it knows about the education system in England, then it will write in the way that you would expect to write an email. And of course, you might want to edit that, as well as including the child's name and the positive behaviours. You also might want to edit that for some personal style, but it will certainly help you with save time. And what you can do is you can press this button here, copy that to your clipboard, and drop that straight into your email system of choice. And always good to thank any large language model, and particularly Kira, for their work. Large language models research show produce better results if you say please and thank you to them, and askKira is no different. How we could use it, please can you help me to write an email to the local authority about a child with autistic spectrum condition who isn't receiving their statutory provision because there are no educational psychologists. And I don't know where you work in the country, but if that's possibly something that's common across the country, a lack of educational psychologists adversely affecting the provision for children with educational healthcare plans. And it'll, because it knows about the way that we would work within the school, it'll draft an initial email for you. but we can embellish that. Please can you make reference to the SEN Code of Conduct and the statutory time limits that I can include the child's details. We don't have to type perfectly with Kira, just in the same way that we don't have to type perfectly when WhatsApping a colleague or sending an email to a colleague. And obviously it's put that subject urgent intervention required for statutory provision, and it's amended the email to make reference to the SEN Code of Practice, and puts in there the how the provisions fall in short, allowing you to amend it with the amount of time that the child has overcome and been looking for, and how it's significantly impacting their educational journey. Please can you include any reference to the law that would help this child to gain the support that they might need. And Kira will amend the letter again, and it'll not only make reference to the Education Healthcare Plan, not only make reference to the SEN Code of Practice, it'll also include information about the Children and Families Act, sections 19 to 21, and the mandate on provision for necessary support detailed therein. And as a result of that, SENCOs, those people working with children in schools with special educational needs and or disabilities can press copy, drop it into their email system, and start to amend that email, and hopefully not only save time, but hopefully also create a better provision for the children in our care.